All right, good morning. We are here for our Mental Toughness Monday. We're excited to have all of you here. Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, if you're catching the replay, comment down below that you're catching the replay. We're going to start in our emotions book. Looks like this. And we're going to start with the oil black spruce. Here's the book, Black Spruce. Go ahead, Kathy.
It's really echoey for some reason.
Somebody's got something. Then it might be you.
Might be me. Okay.
No, I said Tim.
Oh, black spruce, the oil of stability. We all need this. Black spruce is both grounding and stabilizing. Of all the grounding oils, the spruces are the most effective. Spruces are effective, especially helpful in times of crisis, shock, or trauma. During such experiences, a person's energy may splinter, causing emotional disruption. These trees stabilize an individual's energy, helping them return to a grounded, balanced state. Black spruce has mastered the art of energy conservation and endurance. It teaches individuals how to regulate their physical energy by listening to their body's rhythms and needs. Black spruce models how to persevere through the storms of life by drawing strength from one's roots. It offers a model of vitality and longevity through living in harmony with nature's cycles and seasons. Spruce can also assist individuals who feel depleted of energy or to renew themselves. It helps those who struggle with extreme moods to find balance and moderation. Black spruce is an ally in dealing with fear, especially subconscious operational fears, generational fears. All individuals hold genetic and DNA memories from the generations who have gone on before. At times, individuals may struggle under the weight of fears that didn't originate with them. Black spruce helps them gain clarity about fear-based memories and release them from the mind and body, freeing themselves and others in the process. Okay, suggested uses. Have you guys got your oils out? Inhale from the bottle. Diffuse or place drops in hand. Rub your hands and inhale. Apply to the lower back, across the forehead, or on the bottoms of the feet. Companion oils, balance, holiday peace, juniper berry, Douglas fir, cedarwood, vetiver, and island mint. The negative emotions this addresses, I imagine, is unstable, depleted, tearful. Is that fearful or tearful? Exhausted, dysfunctional, generational patterns, and generational issues. Positive properties: stable, resolute, grounded, enduring, resilient, and balanced. That's a great one.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I got to
This is
put it on.
beautiful. Right. I didn't find mine easily. I couldn't read the labels very good this morning, so I am going to go definitely look for it because that just sounds amazing. I started reading, I haven't finished it, a book a couple of months ago, and this reminds me of it. It's called It Didn't Start With You by Mark Wolin. And he talks about this phenomenon that is actually pretty common, having people filled with emotions that didn't start with them. And he tells a really interesting story at the very beginning of the book of a young man who, when he just after his 19th birthday, he started having terrible insomnia and terrible coldness. And he could not sleep, he could not get warm, and he was like this for months. And of course, it was destroying his health, and it was very, very stressful. And so they couldn't find any physical thing wrong with him, and so they ended up bringing him to Mark, who was some type of a counselor or therapist who studied a lot of things. But what he started doing with him was he started asking him questions about his family history. And come to find out, his dad had a brother who at 19 had taken a job as a Wyoming lineman who worked on the power wires in power lines in Wyoming, and he had frozen to death at 19 years old. So fascinating because this son knew nothing about that uncle, and yet the generational energy of that unresolved event had shown up in his body, and they were able to do some work together to help him to clear that old energetic stuff. So, Linda, you were talking a little bit before this recording started about the healing class and the healing bowls and the different things. There are so many modalities that can help us to release this energy that is stuck in our bodies, whether it's presenting as physical things or whether it's presenting as emotional things. So there are so many things that can help, and oils are definitely one of them. And you can use oils in conjunction with any other modality if that is something that you want to. So it's just so powerful. So thank you for sharing that. Any other thoughts about black spruce that anyone wants to share?
It smells good.
Yeah, very grounding. I love that because it's so good and stability, right? That's
Stable.
fantastic.
That sounds like it'd be good for feet and backache and all kinds of things.
Yes. I love that. Okay, let's go on to our number 69. The world class knows great ideas are the solution to success. I still can't quite see those
Do you want to
little.
read, Chris, or do you want me to read?
Chris is busy. She's got an
Oh,
appointment this morning.
I'll
So
do it.
if you
I
would, thanks,
I
Mom.
do you want the quote first or the last?
Whatever order, just let us know what you're saying.
This is a quote by Dale Carnegie. It's right at the very first, so I'll say the world class knows great ideas are the solution to success. The ideas I stand for are not mine. I borrowed them from Socrates. I swiped them from Chesterfield. I stole them from Jesus, and I put them in a book. If you don't like their rules, whose would you use?
There you
That's by
go.
Dale Carnegie. Okay, author. Ideas are the business champion's primary asset. They have the power to alter the world for the better. Average people greatly underestimate the potential value of their own ideas. Professional performers know money will flow from any idea that solves a problem, and the bigger the problem, the richer the payoff. Champions cultivate their own ideas and the ideas of other world class performers. The great ones are always engaged in critical thinking as it relates to problem solving, and as a result, treat ideas with the respect they deserve. Amateur performers tend to dismiss many ideas before they have a chance to be properly evaluated and tested. When things get tough, the masses turn to others for help. When things get tough for champions, they turn their attention to the inner workings of their minds so they can capture and cultivate great ideas that can help turn things around. Average performers turn to outside sources when money gets tight. But the great ones get quiet and focus on their thoughts and feelings, looking for ideas on how to raise money fast. Most people never take their ideas beyond the talking stage, but if champions believe in an idea, they move to the next step without hesitation. Actually, do you want me to talk? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Let's chat about that. What are your thoughts? This is a great one.
Yeah, I think we just can like ruminate in our heads and never get anything done.
That's one, right?
There's a lot of great things to do.
Right. But I really like this thought that average performers turn to outside sources when money gets tight, but the great ones get quiet and focus on their thoughts and feelings, looking for ideas on how to raise money fast. So I think, I've definitely been in the camp that just really gets my feet running when things are tight. We gotta get something going right now, whatever that might look like. And if instead of just like panicking and rushing into action, if instead we take the time to consider, to contemplate, on the other hand, don't take too long, as you pointed out, because we don't want to spend all of our time ruminating and miss the opportunity to act. But looking for that inspiration, that good idea, and then moving forward without hesitation. Cool.
Okay, the action step for today. Is there any other comments? I didn't ask.
Has anybody seen this in action or done it before? I'd love to hear stories about that.
Well, I know my husband always says your security is not in a job, a job, it's in your feet. So
Our
you can
security
get
in your feet.
you can get out of problems when you get your feet moving and your mind working and get an idea to go do it.
Yeah. And oftentimes, if you're panicked about something, moving your feet and not sitting quietly is a great way for a lot of people to stop panicking and start solving the problem. I like that. Linda, did you have a thought?
No, I'm getting ready for my doctor appointment.
Oh, okay. I saw that. I thought you had muted yourself, so I wanted to make sure we
Oh,
didn't miss you.
sorry.
No, you're good.
So
So,
Go ahead, Tim.
I mean, yeah, I've seen this in my work at the church. We've taken on an initiative called DevOps, where we're trying to be more efficient in our delivery of our product, and we would experiment a lot. So we would think about it, but then we'd try it, and then we'd have to iterate through and make small adjustments. And it really does, if you just say that didn't work, what's next? You can It's kind of like it's kind of like collecting no's when you're trying to sell something, right? The more no's you get, the faster you're going to get to a yes. So
so it makes me think of the problem solving they do at doTERRA Fulfillment Center. And they have this big board of their scores of how they solve different problems and what problems there are. They always ask for feedback of what
mhm.
the problems are. And then they have a kind of a little manager of a little group that tries to test it out and see what works. And they work for, I can't remember if it's I think it's like to get to zero as far as interruptions or something, whatever they're testing.
They have a
But
sweet spot. They have a sweet spot because if they're making, because it's like their production. If they make too few or if they make too many, and if they make more than, because they want it to be just like right there. Because if they're making too many, then they're wasting resources. But if they're making too few, then they're not making their customers happy.
yeah, anyway, it's really kind of interesting to see how people actually track that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm not making too many contacts, I can tell.
Okay, this is good to know, right? It's good feedback on what's happening in your business.
That's right.
Right? You can look, if you wonder what's going on in your business, look at your results and then you'll know. And then you might want to tweak something. I love that. Thank you. All right, what's our action step today?
Action step for today. Commit to treat your ideas as if they were the children of your soul because they are.
There you go.
So
So
your
don't
ideas, think of them like inspiration from your spiritual feelings or something, I guess,
yeah. No, I love that.
and nurture them. Okay,
Awesome.
that's it.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us. If you're catching us on the replay, comment below that you're here with the replay and let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear them. Thank you so much.